feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He's in the top tier of the league, 5th in receiving yards so far this season. It's the Texans and the Ravens, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Ravens in this matchup. Well, this crew, Charles, they've talked to us about wanting to improve their pass offense, which has really struggled this season. But trying to improve it this week is going to be a little difficult because they're going up against one of the best secondaries in the entire league.
So what you're hoping for is extreme overconfidence in that secondary where they gamble a little bit, trying to make a big play themselves. Maybe you can get them on a little play action or a double move or something like that and still find ways to throw the football downfield.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Harris going to get it again on second down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete, it's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On second down, this is Harris. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Rosenthal going up top for Kupp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Thomas able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here's Thomas. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
To throw on 3rd down, Rosenthal. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pierce will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Rosenthal toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosenthal toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bates. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends on what we've seen so far.
The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to throw. Rosenthal. And that will be incomplete. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on the punt for Baltimore. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Able to avoid him at the 40. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down,
We're scoreless after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rosenthal. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Rosenthal got his man complete over the middle. It's Bates. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Holding, offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he didn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Malik McDowell there to make the tackle. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Rosenthal. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, get nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. And now out comes Houston. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. A beautiful fake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Texans at 11-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Touchdown, Houston.
Terry McLaurin,
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
and the Texans have taken the lead. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens offense back out there.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down near the 47. From the gun on 3rd down.
Rosenthal over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Rosenthal.
And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again.
Rosenthal. That swung out wide to Harris.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Off-play action.
Rosenthal.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down.
Rosenthal. Got a man, Slayton.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw again.
A quick pass to Cup.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this one too low.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Johnson's got it complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Rosenthal. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the 1st down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can...
This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 71 yards.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
They'll run here with Pierce. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Thomas. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal.
Butker's kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, You're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Rosenthal. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Rosenthal. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Rosenthal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rosenthal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Holding. Receiving team.
So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Ball start. Offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here's the option going left on second down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Thomas to throw on third down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Powers through it. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And the catch made by Hopkins.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. An option handoff given to Harris.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Harris. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards and it moves the sticks.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, Rosenthal.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, he'll give us 3 points.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Thomas.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Thomas. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Nyheim Hines, his 1st carry.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run again with Hines. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Thomas. Touchdown, Texans.
Garrett Wilson,
35 yards.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They hand this off to Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
To throw on third down, Rosenthal. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and they're going to bring him to the ground.
Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's the second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Thomas.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
ETN up the middle.
Able to slither by, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Thomas.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
On 2nd and 10. Thomas. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thomas. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Straight ahead, Etienne spins by, and he'll go down at the 28. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On second and a couple. Thomas, touchdown! Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, Rosenthal. He finds his man, complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, this is Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looking to throw on second down. Rosenthal. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Throwing on first down, Rosenthal. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Marcus Davenport getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Rosenthal. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that lead is back down to 9 now. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Thomas.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Thomas. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Thomas.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Thomas. Touchdown, Texans!
Garrett Wilson with his
second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe it'll slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw on second down, Rosenthal.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
They'll look to throw again.
That's complete to Slayton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
It's a game of 2. Brings up
this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Houston,
they improved their mark to 12-4 with one game to go.
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.